an analysis by open-source intelligence experts tracking the movement of Chinese ships over the last 2 years. The analysis shows that expansive mapping of the Indian Ocean region by Chinese vessels, in the name of research for civilian purposes, close to the Indian waters could be used by naval planners and military use. Some of these survey ships were also spotted close to Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Naval expert Sutton and Naval News have shared exclusive details of the movements of these research vessels in the Indian Ocean region. Chinese ship that went dark. A Chinese survey ship, the Xiang Yang Hong 03, previously operating in the Indian Ocean, is now in the South China Sea. The ship is allegedly carrying out a host of operations, which include the mapping of the seabed and recording of various other parameters and metrics involving the region. This ship sparked a controversy last week for its suspicious activities when it was accused of running dark without broadcasting its position in Indonesian territorial waters. Indonesia's Maritime Security Agency, Baklama, intercepted this Chinese research and survey ship running without automatic identification system in the strategic Sunda Strait. The incident comes soon after the discovery of a suspected Chinese survey drone in the nearby Makassar Strait. Eventually, the Indonesian patrol vessel escorted the Xiang Yang Hong out of the Indonesian Exclusive Economic Zone. Experts says all these fragmented incidents must be seen together as a major effort by China to systematically map the seabed across the vast band of the Indian Ocean. The analysis shows that these survey ships may not just be conducting civilian research, but could also gathering information for naval planners. Hydrographic data is civilian defense agnostic. This means that it can be used for both civilian and military purposes. The Eastern Indian Ocean is likely to be of particular interest to the Chinese Navy as they expand their submarine capabilities. The data from these surveys may help submarines navigate or improve their chances of remaining undetected. The open-source intelligence analysts have been tracking Chinese government survey ships for some time now. Now a clearer pattern is emerging, particularly in the Indian Ocean. 4 of China's Xiang Yang Hong research ships have been particularly active in this region over the past 2 years. 2 of these ships, the Xiang Yang Hong 01 and Xiang Yang Hong 16, have been conducting extensive surveying over the 90 East Ridge, an underwater mountain range with cuts across the Indian Ocean. The disciplined racetrack patterns are indicative of mapping the seabed. For this, they would tow high-resolution side-scan sonar. Between them, these ships have made multiple trips, with each starting where the other finished. The reason for focusing on the 90 East Ridge is unconfirmed, but it may be particularly significant for submarine operations. This is not the first time Chinese ships have entered Indian waters to carry out surveying activities. In August 2019, a Chinese vessel, Xi'an 1, was reported 460 kilometers east of Port Blair as part of its mission in the Bay of Bengal before being expelled by the Indian Navy. The ships deployed underwater gliders in the Indian Ocean. These underwater drones reportedly traveled around 12,000 kilometers and dived up to 6.5 kilometers beneath the wavetops. These long-endurance, unmanned underwater vehicles gather data on currents and the water properties. Like the seabed mapping, the data is civilian defense agnostic and particularly relevant to submarine warfare. There is a possibility that Chinese ships may be deploying the gliders in Eastern Indian Ocean. The Xiang Yang Hong 03's current voyage will be watched closely. Defense analysts have already been focusing on China's growing survey ship fleet, looking for clues to future capabilities and plans.